This afternoon we're trying yet another wine. I haven't even finished the ones we opened before, but I'm trying to commit to trying different things because I'm not here for very long. And I just had this visit with this wine shop where I picked up a few new things. So, you know what, I'm just gonna have to try them and hopefully I'll get some help in finishing the bottles. This is from the Wassererhof domain in northern Italy, and so the area is called Alto Adige, and Saint Magdalena is the appellation. Alto Adige is also called Südtirol in German, so it's really basically, you can imagine, it's right at the intersection of Germany, Italy, Switzerland, and France. I mean, Germany not quite, because there's Liechtenstein between Germany and Italy, but it's right up there at the on the southern side of the Tyrol Mountains, and it's it's northern Italy, but I'm sure everybody there speaks German. It's got right at the base of the mountains. It's in reasonably high elevations between the valleys and the beginning of the mountains, 350, 400 meters. The climate is very different from some of the other areas in Italy, and the plantings there, the grape is called Schiava primarily. Now, Schiava again is something that is known by other names around Europe. One of them is Trollbeck, which you may be familiar with in Austria, and that's what the wines are made of in that part of the world, and it has to be 85% Schiava. The rest could be another grape called Lagrein, and there could be other things. Apparently, Pinot Noir is starting to be planted there, and it may, over time, become quite successful because the climate lends itself to that. Anyway, so this the estate itself, I mean the house, I think dates back to the 14th century, but the estate was taken over and replanted and exploited, if you want, back in the 1990s. First as a farm, both for grapes and other fruit, and then as a true winemaking operation, which didn't happen until maybe 10, 15 years ago. So it's it's a startup, if you want, in a way. It's an old region, but it's a new effort, and they're trying to focus on making clean, simple, fresh wines. And let's see whether they've achieved that. It's a 13% alcohol. You see, it's really very light in color. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe at the bottom of the glass, and it does have the light color, not from like what some old wines are somehow they become really light, but rather just a very clean, very pure, uncomplicated wine. There's just this fresh acidity you get on the nose, which I know maybe is typical of sort of younger, lighter wines. And it's not necessarily alcohol, it's acidity that really comes to you first. It's just a little bit of fruit, but not much. I mean, I'm just going to give it a swirl here a little bit. It's starting to open up. I do think, I have the feeling this may be a little bit early for this. This is a 2018, and everybody says you can drink it right away, but maybe it could benefit from a couple of years. When I tried it earlier, it reminded me a lot of the Greek wine we had a few days ago. Same crispness, same lightness, if you want, same acidity, and not as much of the white pepper, which I really like about the other one, the Xenomavro. I think so far I like the other one better, given sort of the price, the kind of grape, the kind of purpose for it. But I do think this is because this could use a few more years in the bottle. It's fermented in stainless steel, which on one hand keeps it fresh, on the other hand means it really didn't get much exposure to any oxygen along the way, and maybe that means it needs a little bit more time in the bottle. Let's see. Just comment a little bit on the mouthful. I think it's one thing. It's a wine that works primarily in the mouth, not before, not after. It's very pleasant. There's absolutely no specific criticism you can make of it. It is what it is. It's an $18 wine. It's red. You can drink it with a wide variety of things. These things. I mean, the Vino Marvo, I had it with Mexican food. I had it with Indian food, just to try different things, and it really works, especially coming out of the fridge. So these are really quality wines from a part of the world that I don't really understand, but that you can enjoy very easily and just quaff it, so to speak, without any second thoughts if you find these wines. Anyway, cheers.